Welcome back. One final point before we go tonight. Remember when Senate Democrats held late-night protests to stand with the 30 million Americans who lost their health insurance plans because of Obamacare? Yeah, me either. Remember when Senate Democrats held a nighttime talkathon to protest high premiums brought to us by Obamacare? Yeah, me either. In Arizona, premiums skyrocketed 116%. What did we hear from Democrats? Obamacare just needs tweaking, they say. Remember when Senate Democrats held outraged talkathons to protest President Obama's lie that if you like your doctor, you can keep him? Yeah, me either. Remember when Senate Democrats stood up for everyday Americans who were having to pay out of pocket for medical expenses because we just can't reach our deductibles? Yeah, me either. Remember when Senate Democrats gathered in the Senate and protested the lie told to us by President Obama that everybody would have health insurance under Obamacare? Yeah, me either. 7 years later, 29 million Americans still aren't covered. Remember when Senate Democrats claimed 20 million Americans gained coverage under Obamacare, but forgot to mention that really about 14 million people gained coverage, 11.8 million of whom were funneled to Medicaid, several million of whom would have qualified before Obamacare, which brings us to a grand total of maybe 2.5 million people gaining coverage under Obamacare. Remember when Senate Democrats called for Obamacare to be crafted publicly instead of behind closed doors? Yeah, me either. Funny how now they want Republicans to debate publicly when they didn't incorporate a single Republican idea into Obamacare in the first place. Remember when Senate Democrats exempted themselves from Obamacare and the shoddy quality of care, the dwindling choices, the insane premiums, the unconstitutional penalty, but forced it on us, the people, instead, like the out-of-touch elitists they are, because they're more worried about their political legacy than the true health and well-being of the American people and our families? Well, yeah, I do remember that part. And that's my final point. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you liked the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. In the meantime, catch us here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. And until then, have a good night.